Hi friends, thank you so much for coming back to craft with me today, and welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and today we're making this folio out of business envelopes. Can you tell this was made from envelopes? Maybe you can when I open it, but I just think this is so cute, and the paper I used here is from the Whimsical Christmas paper pad, which I've shown plenty of times before, but this is what it looks like. Again, my friend Laura gave that to me in some Happy Mail, and I've just been obsessed with it. I've been using it a lot this season. So here's the cover of my folio, and I just added this sticker that says, "Magic is something you make," because this is something that I made. So I thought that kind of went well, and I just foam taped that on top. But it's really just like a tri-fold folio made out of envelopes. So I'm going to start over here and show you this cute little tuck spot that I have. I have this Christmas Cheers mug, which this was one of those wall art pieces from the Dollar Tree. So there's my little tuck spot there. And then there's also a pocket here. So I've just stuck this tag behind there, and it has my little tinsel pipe cleaner bow. And then of course there's a pocket in the very back. So this is just a 4x6 journaling card that says Happy Holidays. So I'm really trying to utilize every single aspect of the envelope here to create pockets and tuck spots and fun things like that. So put all my goodies back in there. And then over on this side, I just have some writing space, so you can write who this is to, and you can write your name down below. And I added a few stickers here, and then just some green felt trim. It's very soft. And then again, it just opens up like this. So right in the middle, this is actually an envelope. So it opens up like that, but I do have a tuck spot on the lid portion here. So I just have this snowman card. You could journal inside there. It's just tucked right in there. And then I also utilized the envelope this way. So there's a little pocket here, and I just put a little extra scrap there. You could also use that for journaling. But I just used a Velcro dot here to close my envelope shut. But inside of this envelope, I just have a snowman wall art piece, which this could even be a journaling card as well. So you could journal on the back. And then I have my Nutcracker journaling card that says, "Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year." And I just love this paper too, with all of the little sentiments. So that's the little envelope part here in the middle. And then over on my last panel, I just have a little flip out part here. But the Santa Claus here is a tuck spot. So there's just a little tag there. This is also a pocket. So I have a candy cane tag in that pocket. Over here, this was another wall art piece from the Dollar Tree. "May your holidays be sweet." And so I just have a journaling card in there. And then again, here is my last little pocket in the very back. So I just stuck a leftover scrap in there as well. I think this is also 4x6. So even a 4x6 photo would fit nicely in here or something like that. But that's pretty much it for this folio. So go ahead and grab some business or security envelopes, and we can create one of these fun folios together. For this folio, you are just going to need 3 of these business envelopes, and they can be any color you want them to be, but I just have a ton of these red ones that I'm trying to use up. So I have red ones today. And so these measure 9.5 inches across by 4 1/8 of an inch tall. And all we're doing is scoring at the 9.5 inch side. So we'll start with that. And for 2 of our envelopes, we want to score them at 3. So we want to hold our envelope this way with our lid at the top there. So again, at the 9.5 inch side here, I'm just going to score at 3. And I'm going to do that again for another envelope here. All right, so these we're just going to now fold that 3 inch section up. And these are going to be our outer panels on our folio. So I'm just going to put these aside for now. And we're going to grab our last envelope here. And we're going to hold it the same exact way. But this one we're going to score at 6.5 on the long side here. So 6.5. And so we're going to just fold this part down. And this is going to be our middle panel. So this one here with the flap at the top is going in the middle. And then our other 2 envelopes here will be on the left and right sides. So you kind of just want to have your envelopes laid out in that format. But all we're going to do now is just take our lids here and we're going to cut along the score line right here that we have created, just on the lid part of the envelope. So just like that. And then for this one, I'm going to take this portion here and I'm actually going to fold it so that it's on the top now. So this is going to eventually be a tuck spot. Right here, we're going to have our pocket, and then the lid in the back here, we're just going to fold out, and we'll have this portion here as a side pocket. So that's going to be our first little panel. And I'm not going to glue anything down quite yet, but just so I don't have all these flaps in the way, I'm just going to go ahead and paper clip all of them down. I think 1 is enough. So we'll have this as our first panel. And let's go ahead and grab our second envelope here for the middle panel. And we're going to do the same exact thing and just cut along the lid right here where we scored. And again, I will just bring this part over top. So we're going to have a tuck spot or a pocket here. We're going to have a pocket on the other side as well. And then the lid here, again, we just want to leave it out. So that's it for the middle panel. I'm just going to paper clip this again. And then here is our last panel. So same thing here. We're just going to cut along that score line on our lid only. And so this lid here, I'm actually going to be tucking that inside of the envelope pocket there. But leave this little part out because that one's also going to go on top again this way. So same kind of idea as our first panel. And I'm just going to paper clip this down as well, so that this is what we are left with. And I'm just going to go ahead and attach these all together now. So we're going to take the lid here and we're just going to glue that. And that's going to go right behind our middle panel here. So just place this one right over top. And you do want to leave a little bit of space in between the envelopes. So I'd say probably like 1/8 of an inch of space. So I don't even know if you can tell, but you don't really want them to be touching. Okay, and then we're going to do the same exact thing now to the lid here on our middle envelope, and just glue that down. And our last panel is going to go right over top. So this one, you do want to get as close as possible to this envelope here, because we're going to be just folding this again like a trifold type folio. So you just want to make sure this panel can go over top, and it's not going to go over everything completely, so you're going to have some space there as well, which is fine, but just play around with it, make sure everything can close up nicely. And that's pretty much how we attach everything together for our folio. So I'm still not going to glue anything down yet. I'm just going to actually start with the cover. So let's fold this back up, and we're going to just cut out a piece of paper for our cover to cover this up. If you don't want to cover it up completely though, you can always collage over the front or do whatever you want. But the paper here that I have for my cover just measures 4 inches across by 6 3/8 of an inch tall. So that's a little bit less than 6.5. And this paper here, it will give you a border around all of your edges, just a slight border. So that's just the kind of look that I was going for. So pretty much this is like the standard size of paper that you'll need if you want to cover up a whole entire panel. So I'm just going to take this paper clip off because I'm going to glue this right over top. And by the way, this paper is from the Candy Brights paper pad by Recollections. I will be using that paper pad for this folio today. So just glue this right over top. Okay. Now I'm going to open this up. And so again, you could use the same size for this panel here. What I'm going to do is I actually glued this paper on something else, but then I took it off. So I'm going to use it here on this panel, and this could be just a little spot to write a note. And I love all of the gold tinsel in the paper as well. I think that's so festive for Christmas. So I'm just going to glue the top here and place it on this panel. So it's not the exact size here, but that's okay because I could just glue like a paper strip at the top and the bottom, or some trim or something like that, or just leave it because the red envelope is really pretty. So that's what I'm going to do on this side here for now. And then let's go ahead and work on this panel. So I didn't glue anything down because it's pretty much up to you. If you want to cover up this background here before you glue your pocket down, you would have to do that, obviously. If you want to cover up the pocket here before you glue this tuck spot down, you can do that too. So just make those decisions before you glue things down first. I think what I'm going to do is just cover up my tuck spot here and then the front of my pocket. I pretty much don't worry about the background here. I like the red color, and whatever you put in your pocket is just going to cover it up anyway. So I don't want it to be too busy, so I just leave the background part there as it is. Anyway, I feel like I'm talking so much, but here are the little pieces of paper I'm going to use. So for my pocket here, this is just a 4" by 2 7/8 of an inch piece of paper. So definitely go through your scraps and see if there's anything that you could use in here. But this is just going to cover up my pocket. All right. And then this little scrap here is 1 3/8 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch. And I know, I apologize, these are weird measurements, but it's just what works with this type of envelope. So I will leave these measurements on the side in case you need them. But I'm just going to go ahead and glue these little sheets down. So this one's going on the front pocket here. And then I'm just going to pop some glue all over the lid, actually. And then I'm going to take my little scrap here and put that over top. Let me corner round it because, I don't know, maybe you like that look. I certainly do. So I just corner rounded the top there, and then I'm just gonna run a line of glue at the bottom, whoops, of the little tuck spot there. You could close up the top as well, but that's how I'm doing mine. And then for this pocket here, all I'm gonna do is glue the side here, because obviously I still want this to be open as another side pocket. So there's that. Okay, so that's all set for now. So I'm gonna work on the middle portion here. And this is where I created that little envelope. So the first thing I wanna do is actually pop some glue on the inside here, because I don't need this as a side pocket. I mean, you could totally keep that if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna glue this portion down so that it's closed. So I'm just gonna hold this at a weird angle and pop some glue just on the edge here. And that can get closed up. I do not want to close up this portion here though, this portion, because I still want a side pocket this way. But again, you don't have to do that. I'm just showing you how I made my first one. So we'll start with that. And then you do want to grab a sheet of paper here that is 5 by 5. And we're just going to be turning this into like a regular pocket. So we just want to score this at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So I'm just going to move these stickies and put this one here. Bring back my little scoreboard. And again, just score this at 1/2 inch on 3 sides. And I'm gonna cut out my corners here. And fold over my tabs. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue this right onto the panel here. And this will just be our little pocket. for our envelope here to close up. So that's all I'm gonna do for that. And actually I am gonna cover up just my little tuck spot here. You can cover up the lid here as well if you wanted, but I just have this little strip here. Again, it's this exact same measurement, and I'm just gonna glue that over top. Same exact way I did it. I just realized that my mic died, so I grabbed my other mic. So hopefully we're good now. I guess this is just a really long video, but I'm gonna work on my last panel here. So you could do the same exact thing as this panel and create a tuck spot here, but this is where I created that little flip out pocket. So for that, I'm just grabbing a sheet here. This sheet measures 6 inches across by 4 inches tall, and that's our little flip out pocket. So I'm simply just gonna fold this in half on the 6-inch side. You can score it if you want, but you can just fold it in half like this. And now I'm gonna go ahead and attach it to my lid. So I'm actually just gonna glue my lid down here, open up my paper, and attach my lid on the inside. And then I'm gonna close up this pocket. So I'm just gonna glue the bottom here and the edge. And if you want, you can just do a little notch. Okay, but there's that. And now I'm just gonna flip the whole entire pocket down. So remember our lid here that we tucked inside of our envelope pocket? We actually wanna glue that down. So go ahead and just glue that inside. Unless you wanna use it for something else, maybe another flip out page, but I'm just gonna tuck that in and glue that down because I still want to have a side pocket over here. Again, if you want to cover up this background, go ahead and do that. But I think I'm just going to glue my pocket down now. So I just glue down the edge here and bring that up. And if you want to cover up the front of this pocket, same measurement right here. So I'm probably going to use this snowflake paper. I labeled it last pocket, so that's just a little note there for me. And I'll place that right over top. All right, so we've pretty much covered everything up except for the back. But again, the back is that same measurement here. So I hope all my stickies are not confusing you. But I'm just gonna go ahead and clear my desk now and just try to do some quick decorating. So this little Merry Christmas ticket was also from the Candy Brights paper pad. And I'm just gonna foam tape this to my cover. And that's going to be my cover. Super simple. And I'm just going to stick a few more pieces from the Dollar Tree, the wall art pieces, into my tuck spots and my pockets. I have a fun little flippy tag here that I'll put into the back pocket. And then 4x6 journaling cards or photos, again, will fit nicely in the very back side pocket. So how cute is everything just layered up? And this was our little pocket. So I'm going to put this Merry and Bright tag or ticket in there, but you could totally fill that up. There's our little envelope. And we had a pocket in the back here as well. So I'll stick that in here just as an example. And then for my bigger pocket, I'll just put cookies for Santa right inside. I mean, you could fit a lot of things in here, but I'll add another little coffee drink. Just some super quick ideas because I feel like this video is already very long. So in my little flip out pocket page here, I'm going to stick this Happy Holidays tag, which is from the Dollar Tree. Here are some more fun wallpaper or wall art pieces. It's not Christmas without cookies. That is so true. So I'm including the cookie. Actually, I don't even think this mug will fit. Maybe it'll fit in the back. The very back side pocket. Yay! Perfect. Okay, that fits. So just a super quick example there. And I think I'm going to just complete my folio now. Thank you guys so much if you have stuck with me to the end. I know this was a longer tutorial today, but the decorating part is what takes the longest with these envelope projects. But I really love working with envelopes, whether they're business envelopes, junk mail envelopes. They're just so much fun. So I hope that you guys also had a good time. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel for more crafty fun and inspiration. I would love to be friends, so leave me a comment down below and I'll see you all in my next video. Happy crafting to all of you and huge, huge hugs.